Welcome into the Scene Project Sports Network. My name is Bubba Starts, your host. This is our coverage of the 2026 Masters Tournament. Rory McIlroy wins it all again, back-to-back years, becoming just the fourth man to do so in this tournament. Shady, what do you think, buddy?
Hey, big dog McIlroy. You know what I'm saying? I actually got my Rory McIlroy shirt on right here. I don't know if any of the fans can read this right now. That's Rory McIlroy in a picture of him. No, man, he did. He said it best yesterday. He's like, I gotta remind myself I've already won a green jacket. Because there was like a couple points there. It was like, is he gonna win? Is Scotty gonna come back? What's happening here? But he pulled it off.
Yeah, well, and a lot of guys made it interesting today, right? Justin Rose in the middle of the day moves into a lead. Rory's, kind of scrambling through the first few holes and going down at one point, 2 shots off the lead, right? Justin Rose is hitting the ball well. He has a little bit of a collapse in there, and you kind of feel bad for Justin. I thought we were going to have a repeat of last year's playoff, right? Scotty Scheffler. I thought Scotty was actually going to put the pressure on with the way his day started. And you thought he would catch a few more birdies down the stretch. But on this course, they're just not easy to come by.
It was rolling hot, and Cam Young came out really hot. Like initially, I thought Cam Young might actually win the thing. But Justin Rose was playing, and I was watching him. I think Justin Rose was injured. I think something was wrong with Justin Rose's knee. Because he went from really striping everything to like being laid out on the right a little bit on everything. But Justin Rose was right there the whole day. Poor Shane Lowry, man. He started off pretty good, but then he sculled one straight into the face of a bunker trying to go for it on a par 5. He was out of it. And then Sam Burns early on, he had some rough goes at it. He's a young guy though, so everybody's kind of rooting for him. He got bit. Augusta bit him nice and ripe. So that was, he kind of disappeared after about 1 o'clock. But yeah, Rory held on.
I thought Sam had one of the coolest shots of the day. His putt on 16, where the way that green is with that big hill, he just throws it out there and it rolls down, probably 18 feet down into there. Hey, we're joined not only by our co-host Shady here, but we got our co-host of 789 and Vikings United, Big B, in the house with us as well. Maybe B, I can't see you on the screen.
I'll back up.
Can you see him, Shady?
No, I don't see him, but I hear him.
Oh, all right. Well, B will be back. Want to take a second to shout out our sponsors of all of our golf coverage here on the Scene Project Sports Network. Skunk Golf Company. Look good, even if your game stinks. I know Shady's got some in his closet. I'm wearing all of my fresh retro gear today in honor of the Sunday at the Masters. We're so grateful to them. Check out the comments. You get a 20% discount right now with code Stay Stinky, celebrating their 2-year anniversary. And we're so grateful to have awesome partners like that here at the Scene Project Sports Network. And we're just recapping the day real quick. We got another live show after this one covering the weekend baseball as well. But how do you not talk about this iconic tournament? Everything that transpired. Rory McIlroy, a historic weekend, the largest lead after 36 holes that we've ever seen, right? At 6 over or 6 under, 12 under and 6 shot lead on the rest of the field. And then to have the rounds that you did yesterday with Cam Young moving into a share of the lead with a 65, Scotty Scheffler launching himself up the leaderboard with a 65 of his own, it definitely set the stage for some drama today. And someone who you talked about all week in Justin Rose ends up making a move as well today. So Sunday wasn't without drama, but at the end of it all, it's the man who had the lead or a share of it to finish every single round, Rory McIlroy, bringing it home, his second green jacket after chasing one for nearly 2 decades, now gets 2 in back-to-back years, only the 4th man to do it, joining some pretty elite company in that: Jack Nicklaus, Sir Nick Faldo, and Tiger Woods. Absolutely incredible performance on the weekend. B, did you get a chance to watch much golf this weekend?
I saw some highlights. Walking through the office, people had it on. I wish I would have saw that putt. I'll have to watch it again. I heard you guys talking about it quickly. Yeah, this is like the first Masters in a long time. I didn't see like a whole bunch of it. I was just so busy, but because I always look forward to the Masters, Daytona 500, and some of the other big events. But yeah, for what Roy did, congrats to him. I saw that go before he even teed off on Saturday. He was up by 6 strokes, and I made a comment. I go, "Is he going to pull his? Is this going to be him trying to be Tiger Woods, where he's just going to go out there and just dominate now on Sundays?" And and of course he did it. He held his own. He won the gold jacket. Like Bubba said, the 4th guy to do it. I forgot the name. I heard something impressive that I'm trying to think of the guy now, but had the whole round, every round, didn't have a bogey. So that was pretty impressive, especially for that course.
I don't know. Max Homa, he had a pretty good round today.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Scotty Scheffler played a clean card today, but just not able to gain the strokes needed after kind of a rough, I think he had a rough Friday with Scotty, but then stormed back on Saturday and shoots a 65. Cam Young a 65 yesterday and just couldn't get a putt to fall. It was really tough, obviously, watching you in that last pairing where you're hoping to see some drama between your two co-leaders to start the day. And Cam just couldn't get him. But that speaks to, golf in general, right? But also this course in particular it's crazy that you can go out and for 4 days and see all the different, it's an amazing challenge to go out there. And even Rory, right? A 65 on Friday, a 73 on Saturday to kind of keep things close in the field. But that's what this course does to you and does to the best in the world. And that's why it truly is the iconic event that it is, plus all the traditions, right? Which I am just getting used to on our side, right? They're not fans, they're patrons. It's not the back 9, it's the second 9. And listening to Jim Nance waxing poetic about the tradition of it, the ceremonies during the week, the par 3, which we talked about on Thursday's show, just all of it together makes for one of the best weeks in golf and really an iconic American event. And I think that's why we all tune in. You get the drama, just the beauty of it, the way they put the production together. I think as I've become a content creator and an executive producer to know the work that goes into making everything look the way that it does on TV. Obviously a picturesque golf course like Augusta National makes the job easier, but the framing of everything, the moments that you're able to capture, the gallery at the end as everyone on the course is surrounding the 18th green. It's as good as it gets, man. It's such an incredible, not just golf, but an incredible sports moment. And this year, getting to see Rory do it, which we haven't seen since 2001 when Tiger did it. It's been 25 years, a quarter of a century since the last time this happened. This was a historic weekend.
Yeah, that's kind of hard to believe. It's been 25 years.
Well, Scotty Scheffler is the first one to do a bogey-free rounds at 42.
By the same group of people that brought him in the building. And that's
sorry, guys.
The most accountability you'll ever have is
He's like, who's talking?
Was that part of the coaching staff of the front office when he was drafted?
Oh, my fault.
Well, we're not going to stick around too long tonight because we got another stream to get into and everything. Would love to just kind of kick it around to you, B. I know you didn't watch a lot of this today. You're going to really enjoy watching some of the highlights. For you, Shady, what was, your favorite moment of the weekend? Was it a particular hole? I know we had some hole-in-ones this weekend too, right? So was that, is it more of a generalization, the moment of Rory walking away? What for you was really what sets this apart from the others?
It varies. It varies fan to fan. I liked watching Freddie Couples on the first day make a run. Like You never know what it's going to be, but golf has that way of doing like a 4-day adventure. So you get a little storyline. So Freddie comes out and Freddie's hanging with him, so that was good. I liked watching that. I picked Jordan, and, Jordan was hanging there for a little bit. But, Shane Lowry's hole-in-one. I'm thinking about the first couple balls that started rolling into the creek. You start, understand, all right, the heat's really hitting, because being in the South, I get to feel the heat because they're not that far from me. Yesterday, today, I was like, there's no way. There's no way. This ball's got to start rolling. And today it did. It started rolling. And every shot, like the camera angles and stuff, you saw, it was an uphill battle. It didn't matter if there was a dip in it. Every green was uphill, and they never got to see how it was going to look. Rory was always off the green. Cam was off the green. Somebody was off the green. It was real cautious today. So it's fun golf. It's good stuff. Making them look human, at least.
It felt like the wind definitely played a factor today more than Thursday through Saturday. And it didn't start that way. I think you saw a lot of guys playing very well. And then about 1 o'clock local time there, it felt like the wind kind of picked up. Guys started flying the ball over the greens, and the club that was working all week is now a little long or coming up a little bit short. So yeah, it was interesting to watch, and you talked about it. The greens got fast, the ball was rolling, and you didn't have. I felt like the last 2 days there was a change in the afternoon where the ball started to actually slow down a little bit, and you didn't have that today. It was rolling out, and as it got drier and a little bit firmer there, I think you noticed that more on the approaches as they were coming in, that they were just hitting and bouncing off today. Nothing was really sticking on the green.
No, yeah, I agree. Yeah, the pin guy, shout out to the pin guy, whoever set the holes today. You're a madman.
Well, I just saw the highlight of that putt on 16. How far of a putt was that?
Sam Burns's?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Had to be 25 feet, from the hole. I'm not sure. The ball traveled probably 45 feet.
Well, yeah, because of the turn and stuff. I mean, that's one thing with the Masters, and I'm a golfer that gets out once, maybe twice a year. But just to watch them, had the putt like that to turn at the right moment or get the backspin on a drive. I mean, I'm just amazed. And we've heard that many years in the Masters that the winds change, the weather changes, the greens change throughout the tournament itself or round to round. So those guys have to be on their toes to find out what works, what doesn't work. Like Bubba said, that 7-iron was working all round, and now you get to the final round and you can't get it to work to save your life. So that's one thing with the Masters, is unpredictability.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and it comes down to the course design of this one, especially because if you're not playing from your spot, and even if you hit it in the fairway, sometimes if you come out 20 yards short, you may be hitting over a pine tree, right? Or having to lay up. And that's what makes this tournament and everything about it so incredibly difficult. It's tight windows. It does not favor mistakes. Obviously, you get off into that pine straw, anything can happen, so it's just really incredible. And I think that's what makes it even more unbelievable with Rory doing it back-to-back years after chasing it for so long. But also, he's been playing golf there for several weeks, right? Yeah. Practice round with his dad there last Sunday, and being around the course and feeling that. And maybe that's a little bit, I don't want to call it an unfair advantage, because most of these guys could do the same. But for someone like Rory, who doesn't have to play in every tournament, right? He's not, and Shady, we talked about the financial aspects of it, of being a PGA Tour player on Thursday, but that advantage of not having to play in a tournament the week before or every single week, that you have time to get on this course and to really hone in on everything, to be able to play balls and play those practice rounds, I think definitely served him well. You could tell early on. And then it just comes down to grit. fighting through it, even down to 18. He shanks one hard out into the trees. He gets, I think, a little bit lucky on the lie. It didn't seem to get buried in anywhere, and he had a clear shot to the green. But then he puts that ball into the bunker. So a ton of adversity on that. A lot of guys fold under the pressure of that. And even knowing that he only needs a 5 to win, you get stuck in that. I mean, you can't even see out of that bunker there on that left-hand side of the green, right? Like,
that's what I'm telling you, man.
12 feet deep. You got to get it up and over the lip. And just really incredible to watch him finish it out. And then to roll that ball, within a few inches, get a chance to mark it. Although I was a little disappointed he didn't knock the one down for par, because I had him picked at 13 under for the win on some pools and some contests that we had entered in. He just missed it. I think it's even better because then you have Cam finish in front of him. He gets to be the last one to put one into the cup for the tournament and to celebrate that moment and to just to own it for himself, right? To where you're not kind of waiting for someone else to finish and then have the opportunity to celebrate. So really awesome to watch it. Tuning in and out all weekend for myself. We're watching some. Love the production of the Masters, though, from their coverage on Paramount and then on Amazon Prime to start the week, then moving to Paramount and Paramount Plus, then obviously on CBS today for the final round. But you could watch everything on masters.com. So you could watch it all for free right from their website. So I had it pulled up on on the computer while I'm working, watching the background. I think it's really cool the way they had Amen Corner, and then you had 15 and 16. You had the 4, 5, 6 run that you could just sit there and watch those 3 holes as if you were a patron, sitting there and watching. So I thought the production, as someone who we spend a lot of time doing this for ourselves now, looking at it and going, this is the future. I can't wait till we can bring that kind of experience to some of the charity tournaments that we're doing, right? And obviously it's a little bit different scale, but that's the way I'm looking at this tournament, where I'm like, oh, we can provide this experience for our crew, right? And granted, we're not the greatest golfers in the world on the most beautiful course on the planet. Now there's some judgment there. I'm a little biased to our American courses, but really just opened my mind to what's possible for our network moving into the future. Probably not something we pull off before the Skunk Classic on June 27th, but
Corner at the Skunk.
Definitely have in my mind.
Oh, 100%. The 2 dream jobs ever would be cameraman of Amen Corner. What a week. Guys in the shade all week. Either that or you change the score at the scoreboard of Fenway. I mean, it's got to be those 2 jobs, right? Or Wrigley, either one.
Right. I was going to say, or Wrigley on that list. And we're going to save more baseball talk, some drama out in Wrigley Field today. We got some things to talk about on 7, 8, 9, but we got a few minutes left here before we shut down the golf stream. Same network. You guys can stick around. We're going to be relaunching with our baseball show 7, 8, 9, but it just felt necessary to come back in and to launch our new golf show, the Scratch Project, with a recap of every round here of the Masters tournament. I don't know that we'll do every tournament, but it definitely feels like something we can do for the majors at the very least, and to bring a little bit of coverage for our sports fans out there, our golf fans, especially on the network. So make sure you give us a subscribe on here, follow the channel. We got a ton of great coverage coming, not just of the major and the the pros, but also we're going to have a lot of our own golf games going out there. Shady Grady has his own channel, Shady Golf, where he's putting out some really incredible stuff. Big B's going to join me at some point on the course. We're going to make sure we get together somewhere and film some content. We're a lot closer to a Bob Does Sports or a Pods Plays Golf than what you saw at the Masters today. Shout out to our buddy Alex, Pods Plays Golf, recent guest on the network as well. Rory roars indeed. Alex, I thought it was incredible watching him. I had him picked before the tournament. I just thought he was coming in confident and poised, I think is maybe the perfect word, that he knew what he was wanting to do. He knew what opportunity he had out there to go and become just the fourth person ever to win back-to-back. And, now next year setting him up for a chance to be the only one to win 3 in a row, I think. So a three-peat has got to be on his mind. I would assume probably not right now, but maybe a week from now. And it's really incredible. What a weekend of golf.
Oh, 100% agree. Wouldn't that be the stage, though, for Rory, a non-American, to hold like the title at Augusta? You know what I'm saying? That sets the stage for the next generation.
Well, and the thing is he won back-to-back. We're talking that, he has a chance to go for the three-peat. But it's one of those – golf is one of those things where they don't – I mean, we all think that so-and-so's going to be the favorite, but the Masters seems like the favorite is who's ever playing the best going into that tournament. It's not always the number one guy, but –
No.
Well, and I think that's kind of evidenced by the fact that the Players Championship was the week before, and the last two until this year when Rory repeats, the last two who had won the Players Championship had also come in and won the Masters. And golf is just like that. It's streaky. That's why Scotty Scheffler, the year that he had a few years ago where he was winning every tournament, right? Yeah. And just everything seems to be working. The body feels right. You're seeing the greens, and I think a lot of it comes down to that short game, because if it was all just about hitting the ball far, guys like John Rahm and Bryson DeChambeau would never lose, right? But this game is incredibly humbling, and I feel like it's the way that you play. I mean, Rory faced a ton of adversity all weekend. It wasn't just like it was perfect rounds. It was when he got into trouble, though, that he was able to bear down and to do it. And case in point, on 17 on Friday, when he shoots the 65, he puts it into the woods on the left, plays a safe shot out to essentially the same spot that he kind of played from today on 17, but then ends up holing it out. And you turn that, that potential problem into a positive. And it's really in how you recover in this tournament and on that course, especially. It was incredible to watch all weekend, all week long. He was just playing immaculate golf and really dealing with the adversity of going from a 6-shot lead to a share of the lead on Saturday, and how you have to get on and how you have to play. And Pods, we're going to do more of this, man. We're going to get you on with our coverage next major. I got to check the schedule. We'll get the link out to you for sure. I'll make sure we get you pumped in here. Really appreciate you tuning in today. We got to shut this one down, Alex. We can go talk some baseball. And so Pods, for those of you that don't know, Pods is another YouTuber out here with his golf show. We're going to all get together and play some rounds, Alex. I'm really looking forward to our future together. He's all the way out in Cali, Shady, so we're going to have to get your ass on a plane.
Got to get my passport. We'll be there. We'll be there, buddy.
It's not out of the country. It's just California.
We don't know who's asking, but, I'll be there.
Well, we absolutely adore all of you fans that have tuned in with us all week. This was the launch of the Scratch Project. So we will be covering some of the major events, big moments in golf, and kind of putting this out there. I don't have a regular release schedule quite yet for this one, but we wanted the opportunity to obviously film some content while the whole world is thinking about golf and building a little bit of a reputation out there, putting out tons of shorts all over and talking about this. Hell, I even had Larry Fitzgerald answer my question yesterday morning while we were tuning in to Morning at the Masters. So that was a really cool moment to see our name right below Larry Fitzgerald on the TV screen. Really happy with that. We're always looking for ways to put the brand out there. So thank you, Alex. Thanks for tuning in. You're going to be on with us for the next one, buddy. So we'll definitely keep you in mind. You guys stick around. We're going to be right back on the channel with 7, 8, 9. We're going to shut this one down, and we're just going to start a brand new stream with our baseball show 7, 8, 9. So with that, congratulations to Rory McIlroy on repeating as the Masters champion. Absolutely incredible golf from Rory, and to me, the early favorite for next year, barring something crazy happening in the next 12 calendar months, right? The next 51 weeks of time. For Big B and Shady Grady, I am Bubba Starts, and we will see you in 5 minutes on 7, 8, 9. Thanks, guys. Hey guys, I just wanted to pop in and tell you about a great new company that we just started working with. Skunk Golf Company out of North Dakota sent us some awesome gear. Man, they got some great stuff, y'all. We got some awesome hats. They sent us some great polo and collared shirts, some t-shirts, skirts for the ladies too, and some sweet visors. Go check them out. Skunked Golf online.